is going to join us tonight, but I know afterwards we had a lot of people viewing the recording, so that was good. All right, it's 7 o'clock, so I'm going to start the video. I keep trying to make this computer a touch screen. All right, so I know we have April joining us. Just wanted to say welcome to our second Zoom meeting. I have a lot of recognition to cover. We're going to cover April briefly, the month of April, and also May, and a little bit of Excellence Award recognition. We're going to talk about motivating yourself to work in the summer and a 5-minute challenge where we're asking you to touch your business, work on your business 5 minutes a day, encourage any team members or team members underneath you to do the same thing. I don't know why I'm joking. Anyhow, I'm never going to be perfect, am I? So yes, I would like some water. All right, well, now that I've experienced a minor choking fit, April's laughing. This would happen to you too, or something. Anyhow.
Oh, yes.
And then we're going to talk a little bit about things that are out there that help us motivate ourselves, expectations, and we're going to wrap up with some great summer booking ideas. So we're going to go ahead and jump in. One of the websites that I look at on a regular basis, and we're going to try to do a split screen up here and have Deena bring it up for us, and that is the CEO of Me, which is Misty Kearns, and if that's something you want to look at the same time. So we're going to do a new share. Oh, water is a wonderful thing. Okay. I had a lot of these things pulled up on my desktop, but that doesn't do us any good since we're using the laptop. This way I don't have to use the headset that I had to do last month. It's not coming up with the internet, I'm sorry. Okay. So just a second. Can you do a dual, can I bring you in, or, and then I can have you do, we can work with the others. Anyhow, the website, the Facebook page, and the information, she has a planner and a training system is called the CEO of Me, and that's Misty Kearns. And the quote I wanted to start with comes from her Facebook page that says, "You cannot change what is going on around you until you start changing what's going on within you." I'm going to say that again. You cannot change what's going on around you until you start changing what's going on within you. And so that's kind of the focus of our whole meeting tonight is, if you want more from your business, then you need to figure out what it is you want and figure out a way to get it. And it doesn't matter how much chaos. You see people all the time who have challenging lives and they succeed. And so it comes down to who wants it and who wants more. So that's kind of the focus of this meeting tonight, because there's plenty of business out there. There's summer bookings. We're going to give you all kinds of ideas, but we also want to manage expectations. So right here, I have a seed packet. And we have a wedding coming up in September. And so I know if I want to have baby's breath planted in my barrels and blooming and full, I need to start planting those seeds right now. But am I going to have beautiful baby's breath next week? Next month? No. When you plant seeds in your business, you have to expect that it's going to take a couple of months before they're going to come to fruition. It would be unrealistic on my part to think that if I started planting these seeds that they would instantly be blooming flowers. And so that's one of the points that I want to make about some of these ideas is you might get a booking for next week, but most likely you're going to start planting seeds, and it's going to take a month, 2 months, 3 months, or even more to see your seeds planted and bloom into something that you really want them to bloom into. So that's just a little expectations where not every idea is going to work, but some of them are. And so some of them are going to work right away, and some of them are going to work, as down the road. So one of the things that I wanted to share tonight are different resources that are out there. So here is a little bit about the CEO of Me. This is her Facebook page. She has all different kinds of services. Of course, there's Julie, who is a great trainer, and we have Belinda Ellsworth, and we can post a list of different business resources. So this is a great thing. If you Google podcasts, and maybe some of you are familiar with podcasts, maybe you've never done a podcast before. Some of you might be advanced and know how you can download the podcast into an MP3 format and listen to them when you're on your walks or away from your internet connection. So that would be great if you know how to do that, and you can explain it concisely on our Hiltbrand National Team page. Everybody would benefit. I know that I usually have my husband set up my podcasts, and then they're downloaded, and then I can listen to them at a later time. But one of the things I stumbled on is 100 top business podcasts. And this is a recommendation that you can go to, and it is going to give you 100 different podcasts that you can listen to. Now, some of them are going to be very advanced. Some of them are not going to apply to our businesses, but some of them are really going to help you feel like a business person and think like a business person. Again, that quote was, you can't change what's going on around you until you start changing what's going on within you. And so this little quote right here is, do you want to learn more? Are you a reader, or are you a busy mom that might be able to pop in a headphone while you're cleaning, while you're at the park, while your kids are playing, and maybe you're going to have to listen to it maybe 3 or 4 times because you can't give it your undivided attention. But maybe there's something that you need to learn to take your business to the next level. And it might be about the office stuff. Maybe it's how to work some of the computer things. Maybe it's about taxes. It doesn't really matter what the subject is. You're going to find that these podcasts cover everything. And if you keep digging, you're going to find something that really applies to you. You can also do a Google search for the best home party podcasts, and you can find some of those. You can also look on Facebook pages and websites for home parties and get outside of the Pampered Chef. Of course, I want you to be on our website, our team website, our Facebook page, and Pampered Chef's online training. But sometimes you just need a little bit more, and you need to learn to think like a business person. And these are all available for you. Some of them are about working from home and minimizing distractions, setting up a successful office, how to set office hours. There's another one that's called homework, marketing over coffee. There's an official business networking International, BNI. Many of you are members of the BNI, but they have a podcast too. And without being a member, you can listen to some of their recommendations on how to network with people in your area. We also have one called I Love Marketing. I'm really a big believer that this is a marketing and advertising business. And the better you market yourself, how you put yourself together, how you speak, how you present the products. Sometimes you need to go to Toastmasters and work on speaking in public to get more comfortable and to practice in front of other people. I recommend that. Did I just get muted? April, are you still there? Can you chime in? I think something.
I can hear you.
Okay, good. All right. I was afraid something just happened there. There's what smart companies do. Work at home success. There are 100 different recommendations on podcasts. So, you know, I just kind of wanted to encourage that. One that I like to listen to is How Elrod. And that's like how to start your day successfully by getting up, doing your scriptures, getting your prayers in, maybe you're exercising, how to really plan a on-purpose life. And once you start doing that, it's going to bleed over into your business world as well as bless your family, and you're going to start attaining more of your personal goals. So that podcast is by Hal Elrod. So that was just a little bit about that. Dr. Jeff Spencer, he is, okay, here we go, there we go. Can you see that? Dr. Jeff Spencer, he does a great podcast, and he really, his last one this week was about dealing with crises and having expectations and how to get back on track if you've lost your purpose. And he gave 5 little points called, when you're caught in a downpour, here are some key strategies. And the first one was, know that the downpour of challenges is better than an extended slow drip. Basically, what he's saying here is, just get it all over with, pull that Band-Aid off really quick, and get on with it. It's better to have it quickly flood you so that you can get through it, as opposed to something that you get stuck in the mud, basically, and you just don't seem to get out of there. Number 2, trust that the downpour is going to end. You know, that it's not a forever situation. 2 things came off of my plate this summer that I've been dealing with, and I just felt like, oh, now I have more time. I have more time to put into my business. I have more time to do these other things that I need to do. And we tend to fill up our lives. As soon as something gets taken off, we tend to put something back on. Well, what are you going to put back on? So trust that the downpour is going to end. It always does. Number 3, prioritize the key actions that you have to do to move forward. So you're in this situation. What are you going to do? What are the 3 things that you absolutely have to do to get yourself out of this situation? Number 4, conserve energy and apply it to the things that really count. You know, maybe some of you can remember the Zig Ziglar little demonstration where you have a glass jar and you have eggs and you have sand. And if you put the sand in the jar first, which represents all the little things in your life, and the eggs are all the things that are big things in your life, the eggs won't fit. But if you put the eggs in first and then shift the little sand into it, it all fits into the same life. So into the same jar. So basically, you know, you want to make sure that you are getting done the things that you want to get done. And so as opposed to reacting to life, you purposely get your stuff done that you want to have done, the things that are most important to us. And number 5, I really like this one, is be around positive people. You might even want to change that to be around positive, successful people. Hang out with people who are being successful in their business. Read things online that show you how to be successful, as opposed to the people who are telling you why it won't work. You know, so I thought that was really good, because I think there are times where we all get caught in a downpour. But if we want more, then we just really need to reach out and make it happen and be on purpose. So the next thing I want to direct you to is, it says 100 ways to motivate others. This is great if you're a leader. It's a great bunch of CDs for you to listen to. When I first was introduced to Steve Chandler, It was 100 Ways to Motivate Yourself. And I've talked about Steve Chandler for years because his 100 Ways to Motivate Myself really changed me from being a procrastinator to being a get-it-done person. I have a switch. I can turn it on anytime I need to because I know 4 things that really work for me to get back on track. And I learned them from Steve Chandler's 100 Ways to Motivate Myself. And I love this, this 100 Ways to Motivate Other People. It says how great leaders can produce insane results without driving other people crazy by leading people the way that they want to be led. He has another great book called Reinventing Yourself. And so if you're a reader or you like to listen to books on tape, those are great ways to change yourself so that you can get the results that you want. So here's an example of something that Home Office has that every month I hope you're reading, and this is the Stir. And this is a printed copy of, you know, what Home Office sent us this week. And it says, you know, there's an article in there called Promote Your Business Beautifully on Social Media. It teaches you how to do that. It also has some reminders about conference that by this Friday the 17th, you need to have your rooms secured. We do have a couple more spaces for people if they're going to conference. I think we just have 2 more spaces. But if you want to go to conference and you don't have roommates, we will try to hook you up with people who are looking for roommates as well. We had a conference, an opportunity call from Home Office tonight, and you can listen to the recording, or you can look for the near future for the next conference call. And so if you have somebody who is interested in the business and you're insecure about being a recruiter, you can listen to the call several times yourself and get used to the verbiage. Oh, my screen went blank. Did it go blank on you too? Or did
No,
it?
you.
No?
Ashley's also on
Okay, hi Ashley. And then, you know, if you have great ideas or requests from the company, make sure that you share that you can get a hold of Home Office and share those ideas. So they're encouraging us to use the meeting planner library as a leader. You don't have to do these kinds of calls all on your own. You can actually go to the meeting planning library and you can look up subjects and flyers, and you know, so it shouldn't be scary to be a leader. You're not on your own. The next thing it talks about is a spring summer helper giveaway. And that's just, you know, how to help your hostesses maximize the host plan, and that there will be some free copies that are delivered to the hostesses of our new summer flyer in their order so that they can pass those out. And there's a couple notes for directors, call to action. You know, it's just really, really great information online. Hopefully you've spent a little time discovering everything that is on the company's website. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to move into recognition. I can't believe how fast I'm getting through stuff. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about Barbara Duke's recognition and do a shout out to Connie Florer, who was the top seller for Barbara Duke's entire organization. Of course, that would mean that she's the top seller for my organization as well. And she had sales of $12,484.85. And then I want to do a shout out to the Hiltbrand personal team, because we were the #1 team sellers. We had team sales of $32,111.49. So we were #1 in Barbara Duke's organization because we have a crazy great team, and I just wanted to say congratulations. And we were 3rd in organizational sales with sales of $203,219.83. So woo-hoo-hoo. And then just wanted to say that Jackie Ingram and Lisa Holzerlin had two of the highest shows for Barbara Duke's clusters, with sales of $1,708.47 for Jackie Ingram. Very impressive, big show. And Lisa Holzerlin had a $1,625.60 show. So they were in the top 10 shows for the Duke organization as well. For personal recruiting, Katie Woods also was in her top with 2 or more recruits. Katie had 2 last month. Connie Florer had 2 recruits last month. So congratulations on that. So let me see. Barbara Duke also recognizes those who have 6+1, which is 6 shows and 1 recruit. And Connie Florer had 14 shows and 2 recruits, and she was her highest for the 6+1 formula. And why does she recognize 6+1? She recognizes 6+1 because over the years we have found people who consistently do 6 shows a month and recruit 1 person, their business grows. And so it's not a formula we're asking you to do 20 shows a month or be out of the house every single night. It is a very duplicatable thing. You schedule 8 shows so that you have 2 a week, and if a couple cancel, you still land in that sweet spot of 6+1. And of course, you're talking about the business at your shows, so you're going to get a nice healthy growth on your team as well. Again, I wanted to do a little bit of recognition on those who achieved Excellence Award. Barbara Duke reminded me in her newsletter that it's that time of year. So those of us, those on the Hiltbrand national team that achieved Excellence Award for 2016 were Connie Florer for personal sales, Lisa Holzerlin for personal sales, Michelle Whitstruck for personal sales, Sarah Williams-Gill for personal sales, Jackie Ingram, personal sales, and Jamie Peterson. And I just want to make sure I compliment Connie Florer for leading the way, because absolutely 100% of her director team made Excellence Award this year. All of her director team. So congratulations to the Florer leaders. I also wanted to thank you all because once again, the Hiltbrand national team received the honor of Excellence Award for organizational sales. So just wanted to say congratulations, and I hope as I walk across stage you'll be cheering for yourself, because it's the organization that does this every year. So I just really wanted to really commend you all for all of your hard work. We wanted to make sure that we went back into April and recognized the month of April. We did not do that on our last call. I apologize for having more recognition than normal, but I think it's really important for you to be recognized if you're doing great and have people cheering you on. Also, for those of you who maybe haven't hit your mark yet, for you to see what's possible in the company and what's possible on our team. Last month, for the month of April, Connie Florer again was number 1 with $15,354 in sales. Her team had $24,331.94. Jackie Ingram was our top recruiter with 3. Connie Florer had 46 bookings. People think if they do a lot of shows, they're going to run out of bookings, but actually the more bookings you do, the more shows you do, the more bookings you get. So 46 bookings. She's not going to run out of sales anytime soon. Amazing. Wonderful. And our top show for the month of April was Suzanne Quinn with $1,800, 1911. So congratulations to Suzanne Quinn having an almost $2,000 show. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So just wanted to recognize, and I'm not going to do the amounts, but our top 10 directors were Connie Florer, Janet Moffett, having her best month ever, Helene Balsamo, Carrie Furley, Suzanne Quinn, Jackie Ingram, Karen Chisholm, April Tiedemann, Jane Lair, and Robin Williams. So congratulations to our top leaders. And the Hiltbrand team did $35,010.05. And we had 66 shows going on with 41 bookings. And our team recruits were 53. So organizational sales that month were 193.84. I like to break down my recognitions by the leaders. That was the director's recognition and team recognition. So congratulations on that. Then I do a little bit what I call my local recognition, and that's those people in our area. And I want to do a shout out for a newer consultant, Ann Hall, who was our top sellers with 81281. Sherry Ryder, Rosa, Gail, Janet, and Karen Pacheco were next after her. And we have a hospitality gal that we recognize, Michael, and her sales were 1,177.77. So congratulations to Michael. And I did 1,097.92 in 2 shows. So again, congratulations on that. Now, the last one I'm going to do for April is what I call my personal team recognition, and that's everybody who is just in my personal team. Ellen Messenger is our top seller, #1 in personal sales of $2,629.63 for the month of April. And Benita McNeil was our top recruiter with 1. And bookings, Stacy Pio had 7 bookings. So congratulations to her. And she also had our top show in the personal team. And it was 1 show, and that's Ellen Messenger, $2,629.63. This was a fundraiser, so it's a little bit different than the other show. So congratulations to the top 10 sellers, which were Ellen Messenger, Lynette Almond, Maureen Wortham, Ann Ellison, Stacy Pio, Heidi Lippold, Nancy Pachowski, Annie Cottiero, Virginia Wesselman, and Lisa Vargas. Congratulations, and we have a lot of recruiting going on with, with Benita, and then we had a lot of bookings going on in the team. Again, our top 5 were Stacy Pia with 7, and Tony Rodriguez 5, Janet Sayers 3, Nancy Pachowski 3, Alice Brown 3, and a bunch of you had 2. We had lots of $1,000 shows. Ellen had that $2,629.63, and Lynette Almond had a $1,613 show. Heidi Lippold, $1,173.90. And so we had a lot of people earning the $750 promotion, sales promotion, and they received the summer new products. I'm just going to read their names. Ellen, Lynette, Maureen, Ann, Stacy, Mark, Jennifer, Heidi, Nancy, Annie, Virginia, Cheryl, Lisa, Renee, Mariah, Ann, Jay, Lenny, Tony, Benita, Linda, and myself. So congratulations to the personal team. I think we're going to give a little break before we do the May recognition, because I know that was a lot of numbers. And we are going to move on to our next training segment, which is putting the sizzle into summer. And it's a 17-page document that we have posted up on allstaratlas.com, our team training library. This is where you can access the consultants' ideas and flyers that are successful. And Barbara Duke has compiled 17 different pages of ideas for the summer. When I talked about if you want business that's out there, it is out there for you to find. So the first one that she is sharing is called Put the Sizzle into Summer. And it's about working smart, hostess coaching, booking tips. The reason why you want to take a cucumber to every show, 10 minutes a day. And again, we're going to talk to you about 5 minutes a day, but she has a little article in there about 10 minutes a day. Objections and how to answer them. Spring into summer. Right now, what I want you to do is summer into fall. You know, it's not as catchy as spring into summer, but basically what you do in the summer and the calls that you make right now are going to make you successful. After conference, after live streaming conference, if you can't go, you are going to want to have shows to do. So I've got to get another drink here. So you want to get started now. I can remember when we were at conference and a gal on my team, Mary Williams, years ago, came to conference and she shared a helpful tip. Wednesday night, we're going to have a special pizza party, and anybody who's a team leader and above is going to be invited to that. And so directors and team leaders can be there. And I'm asking everybody to bring a successful business tip to share. And so we were having the same kind of meeting years ago, and Mary Williams brought this successful tip. And she said, I got on the phone and I called everybody I knew and said, I'm going to conference. I know there's going to be some exciting things to share and some new products when I get back. So I want to get as many shows booked and on my calendar as possible. And from that, she got 13 bookings. So when she came home from conference, she was ready to go. She didn't wait for conference to get excited. She got excited because she was going to conference. Now, many of you are not going to go to conference, but you're going to live stream it. You're going to look at conference later. You can still make those same kind of phone calls. I'm so excited. I'm going to be taking some special conference training. And I know that once I get through it, I'm going to have great things to share for the fall. And I'm trying to book my calendar as full as I possibly can for right now and also for the fall. Is there any way I can get you excited about getting on my calendar right now? Of course, you want to book as many shows as you possibly can in the future, you know, and as close in as possible. But if you had 13 bookings for September, would you turn them down? I don't think so. You know, and a lot of people like to procrastinate. So it feels really good for them to book out a few months because they think they're going to be less busy or they can start talking it up. People want to have successful shows. And you know already that the new products are going to come out in September. But along the way, not only are you going to book September shows, but you might pick up some July shows because you know what the special is and you can get excited about the July special, or you can tell people about having a show in June, and if it's $650 you're going to get double the amount free. And you know, that can be really exciting. So just go ahead and check out summer to fall or springing into summer. So that's a handout there. Get familiar with theme shows. Right now, there's cooking with kids, cooking with teenagers, there's couple shows at the barbecue, there are tailgate parties that you can do for swim lessons or soccer matches or whatever. If there's a group of women sitting around, then you can do a Pampered Chef show and get them excited about it. There is a handout on short on bookings, and this gives you the words to say, just like I told you the script that Mary used, you know, a while ago to get those 13 shows where she said, I'm so excited, I'm going to conference. And when I come home, I want to have a business and I know there's going to be exciting things. So I'm just hoping that I can get you on my calendar right now. So, you know, you just can get the scripts. Also, some of the online training. Jane Miller, every single month, shares with you the words to use for the hostess special. And you can just put those scripts into your own names or follow them. You know, one of the things that you can also do is ask somebody to practice with you so you can get comfortable with those. And then there is another flyer called How I Got 21 Bookings for Summer. You know, how many of you would like to have 21 bookings? We are talking about, you know, 3-4 month period. We're not talking about you doing 21 bookings in 1 month. We're talking about the entire summer. And so if, you know, you feel like June's already gone for you, well, then maybe you want to do 18 bookings, whatever. But how did this person do it? And then there's another flyer on who do I call? Another flyer on what do I say? And the theme shows that home office is doing on the party packs. And this is something that we talked about last month on our Zoom call, that home office is putting together the invitation, the recipes, the themes, the things to say, the pictures and banners for you to post on Facebook. They are putting together the complete package so that you can just put it together very, very easily. Another thing that Barbara has in her packet of handouts is summer host coaching. You know, how do you do that? You know, in today's world where people don't always pick up their phone, how do you implement, you know, texting and emailing and sending this stuff to the hostesses? And one of the things that I learned from Cynthia Nurse about 1.5 years ago, or maybe even 2 years ago, is when somebody says that they want to have a show with me, I ask them, will it be okay for us to have 3 5-minute phone calls where I help you to have a successful show? And I ask their permission to do those phone calls, because I can't do everything by text. And it's gotten so convenient for me to text as well. But we have to make that connection. It's easier to cancel a show by text when you don't have that people connection. But when they've talked to you several times and they know that you're invested in your show and you've invested in them, they are more likely to get out there and invite people and to have a successful show, and for those shows not to cancel. I mean, I can tell you the best way to get a show to cancel is ignore them. And every once in a while, you just get so busy that you don't intentionally, or maybe intentionally, you do ignore somebody. That show is more than likely to cancel unless she is an expert on her own. It's likely to cancel, and it's likely to cancel at the last minute. So make sure you take a look at that summer host coaching. Okay, and then also letting people know that summer is a good time to get started. Just like that seed packet that I shared, you know, a lot of times when you start your business in the summer, you are ready to go when the fall selling season hits. Pampered Chef does, I want to say something like 60% of their business from September to December. We really do have a hot fall selling season. So somebody who signs up now can get trained, they can get ready, they can start taking these Zoom meetings, they can find out about our allstaratlas.com. You can get them off to a strong start, and you can teach them how to get their calendar filled for the fall as well. So summer is a hot time to start a Pampered Chef business. Then there are some special summer theme show recipes, host coaching cards, and then your challenge. And of course, your challenge this month is to touch your business 5 minutes a day. So this idea came to me from Lynette Almonds. She said that she just really needed to get her team excited and re-engaged. And so she asked her team to start touching their business 5 minutes a day. And she gave them a list of things that they could do, from making customer care calls to asking a neighbor, pampering a business, just all kinds of quick little ideas, but to engage them in their business. Now, honestly, what's happening is some people are spending more than 5 minutes that day, but they're getting results. And once they got in the office and they committed to working their business, it felt really good. So they wanted to do more. But really, if you just touched your business 5 minutes a day, you would start to see results. So we're going to post some of the collaboration of the directors. Katie Woods jumped on board with this. Karen Chisholm came on board with this. I know April's interested in it. I knew you're going to start hearing more from me about it, and we can have daily challenges, or you can challenge yourself. You can use some of the ideas from Barbara Duke's Take 10 Minutes, and I'm going to try to find that particular flyer. Oh, and the 12 reasons to take a cucumber to every show. I'm going to come back and talk a little bit about recipe selection and what to do if somebody wants to use the mini muffin pan at your show and you are going to not have great sales. So how can you make that work? So I'm just looking for this. One of these 10 minutes a day till your calendar is full. So just really quickly, there's 7 ideas here that I wanted to share with you, and that is on Monday. So yesterday was Monday. You could start this idea right now today or even tomorrow, and you could just decide to do this. Send a letter to an organization introducing the fundraiser program. On our allstaratlas.com, we have how to do fundraisers, fundraiser letters, all kinds of information on that. So it's not something you have to sit down and write all by yourself without having some kind of idea. There's things in place for you. Describe the program. Tell them what you're going to be doing, that you're going to do a follow-up call. I just did a fundraiser for the Avon Walk, one of the teams, and we did a multi-vendor event, and it was great. It turned out to be like a $700 show, and she was very happy with it. So one thing that you can do is try to secure a fundraiser. Now's the time to contact private schools or schools in your area and let them know that you do fundraisers. Tuesday, go through your guest sales receipts and do follow-up calls. You know, just a really quick call or a really quick text that says, I just wanted to make sure that you had gotten your Pampered Chef product out of the box and that you had recipes and ideas on how to use that product. If you had any questions, please give me a call, or I'd love to set up a time to call you if you're doing this by text or email. But of course, you can always just call people. And by asking them if you can tell them about the incredible summer incentives for hosts and our fun theme shows. You know, do salads and sangria sound fun to you? I have a great salad and sangria show. We even have posts for your Facebook shows to make this really easy. I have both a non-alcoholic and an alcoholic version of sangrias, and this is a delicious and fresh summer beverage. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, so Wednesday, call your past hostess and check and see how they're liking their products. Let them know that their past hostess discount will expire and when it's going to expire, and that you would love to do another show with them. Or did anybody mention from their show that they might be interested in doing a show, and talking to them and ask for a referral. Thursday, call the Chamber of Commerce or look online for vendor events. I have a director on our team, Annette Rubino. She's kind of been the queen of vendor events, and she says that the 4th of July is a great time to do a vendor event in the morning and party with your friends and family in the afternoon. Just because it's a holiday doesn't mean that you can't, you know, get out, find a parade or a vendor event to do a little business and then still have that afternoon with your family. So look online. I do a lot of farmers markets. And not only are they great I did get two two show leads and a recruit lead this last Saturday when I started my farmer's market. But I also sold some products, enough to pay for the farmer's market event that I did. I'm there for bookings. I'm there for recruit leads, but also it's great if you can sell enough products to cover the cost of the vendor event that you're doing. But it was also an affirmation that people love the Pampered Chef. They love our products. They get excited about it. They want to have a catalog. This is the time for you to get rid of any old paperwork that you have. If you have old catalogs, just put a little label on there or take a big black Sharpie marker and say sample catalog. Please visit my website for the most recent products. You don't have to give away brand new catalogs to anybody who's not booking a show from you. You can use any old paperwork that you have, and that includes recruiting material. You could make a label that has an upcoming opportunity call and just use old recruiting material. And you just put sample on it. So if the material isn't 100% up to date, that word sample means that, you know, if they go online, they can get the most recent materials. You can just make a label that says sample. See my website for the most recent information. And so that'll help you clean out your Pampered Chef office. You know, as you're looking behind me, you see years of binders, Pampered Chef paperwork, motivational books, and, you know, records that I have. If you're a flinger, you don't have to keep all this kind of stuff. But every once in a while, I'm teaching something, I want to sit down, I want to look at some old material, and that helps me. On Friday, calling a running list of potential hostesses. Hopefully you have some kind of system. Again, I talked about my system last time. Hopefully my book won't come crashing to the floor. But as soon as I secure a booking, I use the company's printable forms, the host information and checklist. If it's an open show, something that's dated, something that hasn't closed, I have a green Post-it note on it. If I haven't booked it yet, I have hot pink sticky notes on it. And these are the people that I can follow up with. So on Friday, anybody who hasn't secured their show date yet, I could give a call to. So hopefully you have some kind of list, some kind of system, something that helps you, whether you're paper or paperless, you're on the computer, you know, hopefully you have some kind of system. So that was Monday through Friday. You know, I don't want to work on Sunday, so maybe I'll touch my business 10 minutes on Saturday. I do farmers markets on Saturday, so that's really easy for me to do that. But maybe I'll be more focused on Saturday on trying to secure dates and get shows on my calendar instead of just giving out old catalogs or selling products. So wonderful 17 pages of ideas. You don't have to do all 17 of these. You just have to decide that you want more from your business, figure out what the most important thing to do is, and pick something. The training and resources are here just on our All-Star Atlas. Okay, so now that basically haven't taken a breath and I've been talking this whole time, I'm gonna go back into May recognition. We are gonna start out with the top people in our whole entire team. And I said for May, Connie had the top sales of $12,484.85, and her team had the top sales of $30,120.58 for anybody in my downline. Connie was our top recruiter with 2, and Jackie Ingram had the top show, 1708.47. Our top 10 directors were Connie Florer, Karen Chisholm having her best month of $6,116.26. Helen Balsamo, Suzanne Quinn, Jackie Ingram, Carrie Furley, Janet Moffett, April Tiedemann, Annette Rubino, and Jane Lair being our top 10 in our organization. Also, a shout out to Helene Balsamo in April for having one recruit for the month of May as well. And we had a bunch of $1,000 shows. Jackie Ingram had the top show. I mentioned that before, 1708.47. Karen Chisholm, Carrie Furley, Connie Floor. Yes, that was $4,000 shows that she had, and Karen Chisholm. And I just want to mention that host information and checklist sheet that I shared earlier to track my bookings also have your checklist for your host coaching. And Connie Floor says that she follows that checklist for every show. And that's one of the reasons why she has the high sales, the high bookings, and the high show average that she has, is she uses that as her system. She hasn't reinvented anything. She doesn't do anything additional. She uses the company system and checklist that you can download from the resource area of the Pampered Chef website. And then I want to recognize the top teams. The Hiltbrand National Team had $32,000. Then Flora Team, $30,000. And then in descending order, Karen Chisholm, Jackie Ingram, Janet Moffett, Jane Lair, Helene Balsamo, Suzanne Quinn, Chandra Law, and Carrie Furley and April Tiedemann had the top 10 teams for our directors organization. So congratulations on that. And then continuing on in May, recognition for the personal team, Nancy Pachowski had top sales of $2,720.20. Yolanda Easton was our top recruiter with 1, and Holly Galvin had our top bookings of 4. The top show was Nancy Pachowski with $2,061.50. So congratulations to Nancy on that huge show of $2,000. In descending order, our top sellers were Nancy Pachowski, Lynette, Sherry Ryder, Holly Galvin, Lynette Almond, Sherry Ryder, Holly Galvin, Jana Keene, Ann Ellison, Amber Allen, Maureen Wortham, Jamie Marcella, and Barbara Lowry. So Sherry Ryder also had a $1,000 show, and our top bookings was Holly Galvin with 4, Tony Rodriguez 3, and then Jana Keene, Mark Jeffries, Maureen Wortham all had 2, and Nancy, Holly, Hermione, and Amber all had 1. And then we had a bunch of people who also went on to earn more specials that month, more free products. And that was Nancy, Deb, Lynette, Sherry, Holly, Heather, Jana, Allison, Jennifer, Ann, Amber, Maureen, Jamie, Barbara, Marietta, Jillian, Annie, Whitney, and myself all did over $750 to earn those free products. And that's a great thing to do, is set a goal to achieve the company's giveaways every month. Sometimes it's 2 shows, sometimes it's a dollar amount, but why not get free products instead of having to pay for your samples? Earn them for free. Sherry Ryder was our local team highest seller with $1,288.85. She had that top show of $1,010.10, and she had the highest party average of $644.43. Our top 5 local people were Sherry Ryder, Rosa, Gail Warden, Nicole, and Janet Martinek. So those are all our top people. Michael had top sales for our hospitality of $1,450.50. And I just want to congratulate them. Again, our organizational sales were $203,219.83 with 49 active consultants. And to just kind of finish this up, our top directors for May were Connie Florer, Sarah Williams, Jamie Peterson, Lisa Holzerlin, Karen Chisholm, Helene Balsamo, Michelle Whitstruck, Suzanne Quinn, Jackie Ingram, and Jody Shaw. Congratulations to them for their top 10 in sales. And then the teams that were the top teams, 10 teams for the month of May were the Hiltbrand team with 32,000, Connie Flora's team, Sarah's team, Karen's team, Katie's team, Jackie's team, Lisa Holderland's team, Janet's team, Jane's team, and Jamie's team. So congratulations to the great teamwork, because directors stay directors because of their teams. And, you know, you want to help them because when you become a leader, you want your people to see that role model. So I just wanted to say congratulations on that. So right now we're going to open it up to some questions. If anybody has any questions, we are going to ask any questions. So April, did you hear anything that sparked any ideas for you? Or Ashley, did you hear anything?
Well, I don't have questions, but I really love your booking method. I use those when I'm doing all of my host coaching as well. But I never thought to use that as a follow-up for people who haven't secured their booking. I normally just do like the little drawing slip and then I just like paper clip it in my planner, but I have a little one, so my planner's like this thick now. So I really like that method, and I think I'm going to switch to that. That sounds a lot more organized than what I'm doing.
Well, and you're also kind of in your mind assuming that you are going to get them to date. You know, that eventually you are going to get them on your calendar. It's just, you know, because it's in the book, it just seems more real and more concrete. And it's just kind of something that you can feel a little more confident in.
Right.
April, did you see or hear anything that was of interest to you?
Well, I liked, you know, how you did like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You know, like do the follow-up calls one day and the past hosts one day. But I didn't catch, I lost it where the past hosts on Wednesday, and then I believe Thursday was vendor events. But did I miss Friday?
Friday was to call anybody that you hadn't secured yet. But the great thing about this,
Okay.
that flyer is on allstaratlas.com in that packet of 17 pages of ideas. So you can go and see in detail what to do by looking up that flyer on allstaratlas.com. I believe it's under bookings, booking ideas, and all of those different things that I went through very briefly, very quickly, are available online for you to dissect, to digest, go through, and take action on. The important thing, April, is that you don't just do this by yourself. You put a challenge out for your team for them to do the same 5 minutes that you're doing that day and get that synergy going so that everybody's sharing and do a daily 5-minute challenge. So you're going to be seeing more of that from me.
I was actually pulled up All-Star Atlas on my phone while you were talking about that. So I just seen that. So thank you.
It's on the first page. We made it, Deena, through the magic of whatever she does over there, she made it come to the first page so it would be easy to find. Ashley,
Awesome.
April, do you have anything else that you want to talk about before we close? Okay, so I found another quote that was on the CEO of Me, Christy, Facebook page, and I love this quote. It said, "Kindness comes back like a boomerang to those who are kind. Perhaps it returns takes years. Perhaps it returns and takes years. Perhaps the kindness returns from a different direction than which we sent out kindness, but it will return and it is never lost." And I really believe in our business when we are nice and we are having fun, that, you know, it just comes back to us. You know, it's like those seeds that we planted. We don't always know when they're going to come up. It depends on how much sunshine, how much rain, how rich the soil is, how long the day is, you know. In Alaska, I know where April lives, that the growing season is relatively short. But because they get so much daylight in a day, those plants go crazy fast. And so they catch up. And so that's the same thing with our business. And the very last quote that I wanted to end with was from Muhammad Ali, who just left this world. And his quote was, "The man who has no imagination has no wings." And that is, if you can't find something, you can't find an idea to get excited about, then you're not going to be able to fly in this business. You have to be able to have the vision and the imagination, the stick-to-itness, and the opportunity to get out there and show those ideas with other people, and that's what's going to help your business fly. Again, what he said was, the man who has no imagination has no wings. So this week, I hope that you will just be determined to touch your business 5 minutes a day. Find things that you can be excited about so that you can share. Bring recipes to the events that you go to and Pampered Chef products, so that people are going to ask you about those products. They're going to ask you about the recipes, and you're going to get excited about your business. So I hope that you found some information that was enlightening, and that you get out there and you look for ways to be successful in your business. Thank you for your time. Those of you who are watching this at a later date, please email us and tell us what you're going to do, and if you're committed to the Take 5 a day. Thanks again for your time. Talk to you later. Bye.
Okay, I put it on, also put it on, the bookings page. I checked now, so.
So next month we won't have so much recognition.
Yeah, so it'll just be the one.
Yeah, it'll just be the one.
But I have everything, whatever you want me to put. Like last month, we did up on All Stars, the Playback, had the stuff notes. I got the CEO of me, but I don't know why it didn't let us to do it.
And then
We
the
were
Steve Chandler stuff.
practicing.
There you go.
I can have all that. I'll take it and I'll put it on. You did it. No, I got it. I just see.